Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple like Prince.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Underground Railroad Productions. This your host, Brother Rich. I got an interesting show, man. We dealing with hip-hop, and I got the youth with me, and I got somebody who's established within the conscious community, within the Black Power community. I got Tahir, RBG, and I got Young Marcus out here. I got some good questions for y'all, man. There's like a divide in what a lot of people see as hip-hop these days. Young Marcus represents that generation where most people will say there's a lot of mumble rappers. There's the Lil Yachty's. There's a Lil Uzi Vert. There's a who else? Who's else?
Savage.
21 Savage, Young Thug. We got these rappers where they bars ain't up there, but they melodic. They could get you moving. Lil Uzi Vert be like, ooh, ooh, and you just start moving with his shit. You got his generation, Tahir, RBG. It was more focused on lyrics, uplifting the people with your words, being a wordsmith, being a poet. Is there right or wrong in this situation in terms of what real authentic music is? Because it seems like the young people feel as though your generation is just some old angry people. Your generation feel like them some tight jeans wearing, effeminized, bullshit ass mumble rappers. How is Young Marcus generation and your generation going to understand each other? Go ahead, brothers.
So
Start with either one of you. Let the elders start.
Okay, well, first I want to say Black Power, salute to the whole RBG Nation, Repat Nation is the situation. Shout out to all African liberation organizations. Some of the rappers that we left out of the younger generation are the ones that we all can see, are Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and many other, and I'm sure like my brother here, I haven't heard it, but I'm knowing already, just from the people that you keep in company with, there is our whole thing is it's information coming from all parts of the ages. You know what I mean? We got the youth that's doing what they calling mumble rap, but it's because they're not understanding what they're coming with, and that's all that means. And then you got the ones that we can understand. I'm just talking about the elder generation looking at the youth. Then it's in the same way, you got the youth who look at our generation and say, man, I'm understanding everything, I don't want to hear that. But they might get into Luke Skywalker, which I'm from Florida and sometimes didn't understand what he was saying sometimes. He's older than me. So that's a misnomer. First of all, we can't let the European define our relationship. We have to have relationships with each other, and then when we define it with each other, that's what's solid. Okay, that's what's solid. I work with all types of the youth that they would probably consider as mumble rap. You know what I mean? But yo, what is your energy coming with? If your energy is right, we can link. We could do something. You care about the people, we could do something. You know what I mean? The ageist thing, like, you know, you got the quote-unquote racist, you got ageist. Yo, elders shouldn't be trying to pick on the young. The youth shouldn't be trying to pick on. Yo, we need each other. People always say, you know, it's a lot of elders that be dyeing their hair. Tahir, why you let your gray show? Because, man, I've been through the war. I'm still in the war. This is proof. Try to question and let's see if these grays, if I really deserve them or not. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta work with each other, man. And I just want to say on the record, man, yo, that divide, it gotta go. It gotta go, man, because I'm depending on the youth, so I could be okay. And they depending on me. If I see them about to hit a brick wall, I ain't gonna be quiet and say, see, there they go. Like you know, that shit is whack. No, we can't be looking at each other fail. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that I don't subscribe to it. I don't even know how to build on it because I don't even subscribe to it. I know that that's some foolishness. You know what I mean? So boom.
Appreciate you, Elder, for real. Like, you've been in the movement. It's love. But in regards to addressing the hip-hop situation and the disconnect between the younger generation and the elder generation, the mumble rappers and the actual lyrical spitters, in hip-hop we deal with two extremes. We deal with those that are mellifluous and those that are lyrical. Now, when we find the balance in between the two, that's when we can appreciate a rapper. So, for instance, Young M.A. is someone who has lyrical ability, but is capable of being mellifluous. Now, a brother that is in the conscious community, no one in particular, but a brother that is in the conscious community is of such depth that the brother may be lyrically inclined, however mellifluously weak. They don't know how to generate the sound that's necessary to speak to people universally. Mellifluous means to sound good. So a brother may not necessarily know how to convey the sound that will tap into the hearts of the youth and the elders universally. But a brother may be lyrical. But to say that a music isn't authentic, you can't say that. It's subjective. I think that we misclassify certain music. So for instance, the mumble rap. I wouldn't even call it mumble rap. I'll call it mumble, if anything, because it's not rap. It doesn't follow basic song structure, so it cannot be rap. It is mumble. That's what we should call it. So whenever we hear the Young Thugs and the 21 Savages and the Lil Uzi Verts, it's, oh, that's the mumble. But that's not the mumble rap because they don't follow song structure. So they don't represent black people when it comes to rap. But outside of rap, in their own genre, the mumble, they're running what they do. Someone could be a mumble rapper speaking about the struggle, speaking about the oppression that we go through, and we would appreciate that mumble rapper. Because nonetheless, the fact that they're mellifluous, the fact that they have a sound that can communicate to our hearts will allow us to gravitate towards them and disregard the fact that they may not be so lyrical. But the issue that we really have with the mumble rappers is one, that they're not lyrical, and two, most of all, that they perpetuate things in the community that are promoting our decline. So that's why we really have a hard time accepting the mumble rappers. So for me to say someone's music is trash or inauthentic, that's an invalid statement. Because a European would say, oh, that rap, I can't hear that rap anymore. I used to love the old rap, but that's not music. But who are they to tell me what sounds good to my ears? And who are we to tell the youth what sounds good to the youth's ears? I think that we should definitely guide the youth in a certain direction because there's a direct correlation with the music you listen to and your level of intelligence. If you listen to music that is simplistic, that has no punchlines, no metaphors, no analogies, then you'll tend, or you're more inclined to be someone who isn't that intelligent. But if you listen to the mumble rap, if you listen to things that you don't necessarily have to think in order to appreciate, you're inclined to be one of those who aren't necessarily using their cognitive ability to their best ability. So I don't think that we are the authority to actually say that someone's music is trash or someone's music doesn't belong. I think we misclassify the music a lot. So the mumble rap is not mumble rap. It is mumble because it isn't rap. So when we hear those brothers, the reason we have a difficulty appreciating them as rappers is because they're not rappers. But we keep calling them rappers because they're black and they make something that sounds similar to rap. And thus we'll say, oh, these rappers are so different. They don't remind me of the old school days where people were so lyrical. But that's because it's a new generation, a new era. There's always a disconnect between the young and the old. The revolution always happens with the young. So I think that we should appreciate the people who are lyrical, and we should give those who are the mumbles their own lane. They do what they do on their end, but they are not rappers. In order to define a good rapper, he has to be able to exist between the two extremes, which is the ability to be mellifluous and the ability to be lyrical.
In terms of music, you know, there's often this battle that goes on between the heart and the mind.
Yeah.
I've been in conversation with brothers who don't listen to a certain type of music. We'll be having a conversation talking, a car drive by with some ratchet music with a beat knocking, and the nigga just start moving while he talking. He can't even help it. His body just start moving. And he's like, oh shit, what's that? I'd be like, that's that 50 Cent in the club. He could not help it. His brain is telling him the lyrics ain't worth shit, but his heart, his body just start moving to it. So we're telling our youth about lyrics and intellect and this and substance, but our bodies is saying, nigga, this shit is popping. Did you hear Young Thug shit? Did you hear Lil Yachty or Lil Uzi Vert?
Yeah.
Your body just moved. So who's right? Who's right? I mean, come on, you listen. Some shit come by right now, your body gonna start moving.
Yeah.
Is it your ego or is it your heart? Who should our people be listening to when it comes to music right now?
See, but like I said, in music, there are two extremes. There are the mellifluous and there are the lyrical. Sometimes a brother may be more inclined to one than the other, but typically the people who can exist in between both worlds tend to be the best rappers. So Nas had the ability to make tracks that not only sound good, but are super lyrical. But then you have people like Young Thug who make tracks that aren't necessarily super lyrical, but have all of this passion as it relates to the beat. So when I hear the beat, or when I hear something like Panda, I don't understand a word that brother is saying. I don't know whether he's speaking Spanish or English, but nonetheless, when I hear that beat, all I can do is move. I got bros in Atlanta. So nonetheless, it just makes me want to move. But can you blame a human for his human nature? When has a human not enjoyed music? Humans are always gonna enjoy music. Humans are always gonna enjoy beats. Music is the language that is universal. I don't care if you're Chinese or black. If you're in the same room listening to sound, you will appreciate the music for what it is. Music discriminates against none. So with that being the case, you can't blame a brother for his nature, which is to enjoy music. We are a people that are in tune. We tap into frequencies. So with that being the case, when we hear frequency, that's what we do, get in tune. Now, of course, culturally, we've learned not to get in tune with certain frequencies. So we may hear classical music, which promotes intelligence, and we'll say, I can't fuck with that right there, that's white people music. When we're the majority of the people who invented most of the classical instruments. So at the end of the day, it's our music, but culturally, we've learned not to appreciate it. I say all that to say, as a people, we can't blame our people for being who they are. We can't blame human beings for being who they are. And that is a musically inclined people. We hear music, the language is universal, and we just know that we gotta move. We gotta move something. If it's not an R, it's a leg. If it's not a leg, it's an I. We gotta move something.
Something I'd like to add on to that as well is when we feel these different things when that car passes by, or when we're attracted to that's super lyrical, or even for the brothers and sisters that attracted to the quote unquote mumble, because that's what the youth say we gonna call it, then that's what we gonna call it. Everything is a vibration, like he alluded to. It's a vibration. As Africans, we have traditions that explain this. Everybody doesn't have to get into it, but MCs, especially MCs that look to, we're in a war, we're trying to get this African liberation cracking. If we're not trying to do that, then, I don't know what we're doing the interview for. But if we are trying to do that, then we have to be masters of these vibrations. These vibrations, this is what we talk about Orisha or Netaru, natural forces. That's what's at play here. That's what's at play. So me, I grew up in Florida. Bass music was the big thing when I was coming up. That was a heavy Oshun energy. That's why it was all about strip clubs, pleasure, fun, all of these things. But until we go ahead and submit to the process to understanding what does it mean to be in tune with Oshun and take the quote unquote spooky stuff away from it and look at it as science, because that's what it is, then we'll be able to communicate better as MCs. Like the division of it, man, it's all about what is it effective or not? Is it effective or not? You got, I know these some quote mumble rappers that's in our tradition. I mean, that's in our African Liberation Front. That sound like that. You know what I mean? All right, my G. Yes, sir. That sound like that. However, yo, man, they mean this. So who are they talking to? They talking to the youth who get it, or the old heads who get it, as well as the lyrical ones. You got some people super lyrical ain't saying nothing. You got some people super lyrical, like my brother just said, Nas, who is saying, and then you got some people's lyrical that's giving instruction. It just depends on what vibration, where are we at? Where are you at? You know what I mean? And until we go ahead and take the time and get into these traditions, don't skim the surface. Don't skim the surface, but learn the tradition. Sit at the foot of priests, because as an MC, you're a priest. You move the crowd. You affect environment. That's what it's all about, affecting environment to bring forth what you need to bring forth. You know what I mean? To bring forth what you need to bring forth. So, you know, whether it's mumble, whether it's lyrical, whatever it is, if it's about African liberation and you have the tools to manipulate the forces, because that's what it's all about, it's effective or it's not effective. You know what I mean? So, I would like to switch the narrative to how do we apply application of what we do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to hear, man, from what I'm hearing, how you speaking, I can't wait to hear your CD. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know you breaking down atoms. I don't know if you're a priest or not. I don't know if you're in a tradition. But what I would suggest is get into one. Find which one. Get a roots reading and find out, okay, this is where my blood come from. I know, boom, all right, I'm on that. Let me sit at the foot and learn and join one of these priesthoods and become a master at manipulating forces. You know, that's something that we tend to just look over. We don't tend to do that. We tend to just skip by it. You know what I mean? Or just scratch the surface. But when we go in, that's when we make things happen. You know what I mean? That's when we make the things happen, and we don't have to keep explaining it. We just do it. Real quick, you want to get involved, you want to get to some application in an African way, that how we do it. I'm going to put this information out, and you can choose to take me up on it. Temple Elisha E-Ray, which is an Ifa temple down in Gainesville, Florida. It's in the country. 5 acres of land out there. We under the stuff, but we're manipulating these forces. We're getting in touch with natural forces, ancestral forces. Your big mama died. She didn't die. She just transitioned. There's a way to get in touch. There's a way to pull this information. And that's where our application will come in at. But we've tried everything. I don't know nothing that we haven't tried. And we still have blow-ups like we had today. We done tried it all. Only thing I don't see people trying is African traditions. I don't know if it's because people are scared. I don't know what the deal is. But I'm telling you, when we're talking about application, that's all it's about. That's what our African traditions are about. Purity, application. There's no talk. You know, there's no, we trying to decipher this and that. No, you can't. Water is wet. You'll feel water and it's wet, and that's all there is to it. I don't care how you call the sensation wet. It's wet. The air, if it got really hot in here Everybody will feel it at the same time. Damn, it's hot in here. What we gonna do about that? That's where the universal unification is happening with Africans, but we don't get a chance to do it because the colonization gates in our minds, that colonization is a mug, y'all. It'll make us think like crackers. We'll be trying to look all around it, but not dealing with the sensation. And that's what we deal with, vibration sensations. If you want to take me up on it, Temple Elisha Ire, ILESAIRE. You can Google it. There's a temple there. I'm sure it's one in your town, but that's the one that I can vouch for. And that's what we getting busy. That's what we put in the application. That's why you see me traveling around. Damn, how's he doing that? How am I taking care of my family? How am I doing this? I don't work for no white man. I don't, ain't no white man backing up my music or my stuff. It's the people, and it's manipulating the forces. I've given it to you. You listening, I've given it to you. If you want to get at it, all you gotta do is get at me. You don't have to spend no more time trying to figure it out. My contact information, you can email me at Tahir, TAHIR, RBG @gmail.com, and that'll work. And I answer real promptly. Hey, bro, I can't wait to. You got a CD on you?
Nah, I don't even. I didn't go that
Somebody
far.
said that we need to work. You just gotta. Then how are we supposed to work?
Let's hear something, young boy.
Oh my God.
Yo, man, I'm so happy that you are here.
I got you.
Yo, I know I'm serious, G.
Right.
Real rap.
17.
I'm so happy because, yo, G, I'm depending on you. I don't know if nobody else told you that, but me, I'm depending on you, and I feel safe for knowing that you on this mission with us, man. All right, and that's for real.
That's love right there.
That's for real, G.
And my contact information is you can add me on Facebook, Ambition Black. It's really all I got, Ambition Black. And yeah, I'm gonna spit a little something that I spit on Sonetta. Feel me? But I said, the flow's ISIS. I was meant to be the nicest. It's only right that my wrist looking like ISIS. Success from young, I always seen it from the iris. Was broke, but never walking around like I was lifeless, decisive. I was made for high prices. To get paid, I had to pay like sacrifices. I touched the cake. Brothers started asking for slices. They seeing chances for sweets and turning to the nicest. I look good, but looks could be deceiving. I came from the jungle with scraps where we was eating, bleeding, just to get a meal and stay breathing. They never jacking beef. Ain't a plate, then no vegan. The money be my reason. The hood testing me, trying to stop this kid from growing like a vasectomy. They say I'm fucked cause my skin, not sexually. Telling me I'm free, but the prison's got the best of me. Either the mind or they got me chained physically. The television brainwashing brothers with the imagery. Limiting our dreams to make it and in the industry, or dribbling for crackers who profit off my ability. Is you feeling me? It's Brother Marcus, the Prince of Darkness. Why would Sonetti even start this? Spark this. Got a lot of drive, can't park this. My flow cold like the caucus. I'm in my office. Fuck a bag. But I'm in for the bosses, not the CEOs who call themselves Rick Rosses. Took losses, other dudes took offers. The life that we live cost us when brothers cross us. Niggas will sell you for pennies and less. I done seen many confess when put under stress. The hood is a mess. All we know is jugging finesse. The train of life moving fast, cause we riding express. I'm riding the best, I'm blessed just in case one sneeze. I'm hot and ready if them cops say freeze, cause the pigs won't stop even if I can't breathe. Eric Gardner, a brother that was choked by D's. Man, I hate bad cops, y'all could suck on these. I hope them brothers cook you pussies like they cook Chinese. Twin llamas like the gun Siamese. I'm sick like disease. You fuck boys like Socrates. This shit is easy, believe me.
What's up, young Marcus?
Yeah, that's mix of the conscious and the
Alright,
nigga shit.
we out. Peace.
Peace, family. This brother Rich from UGR, urging all my viewers and subscribers to help support the channel by donating just $1 to the UGR PayPal account. We appreciate the viewership and support, and we understand the power of $1. If you benefit in any way, shape, or form, we ask that you donate $1, whether it be monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or yearly, so that we can build our brand to compete with the NBCs, the MTVs, and the Foxes of the world. I figure since Kanye could ask Mark Zuckerberg for $1 billion, I can ask my subscribers to donate $1 so I could make the best possible content possible. The main objective of this channel is to inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. So hopefully throughout the years of you watching this program, you have been inspired to become the greatest version of yourself. If you would like to donate, you could go to www.paypal.com and send a donation to richandmerit7@yahoo.com. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your program.
I'm on 100%. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The nether circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. 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 We feeling the urge, feeling the purge. Buzzers electric, we feeling the surge. Feeling the words, killing the birds with immunity. Pillars of unity. This is the form of the Voltron. This is the age of the Ultron. This is same stage as the Pope bomb. This is the sage you can smoke on. Copper pound, came on the scene, I was copper down. All I was missing was copper crown. Summer 16, I turned copper brown. Look for revenge in the copper town. Capping New Jersey and copper crown. 21 guns, salute jumper sound. My power pieces, the crystals be talking, the cloth that be talking.